Not a doctor. I just play one on YouTube.
Same with Phil. I'm not even sure. Dr. Phil graduated.
How does that make you feel?
I can take these off, but then you guys are real blurry.
Oh yeah. Well, it makes me look better that way.
Could be an advantage, that's for sure.
You look good.
Yeah, you got that Elvis hair rocking. You're nice. I just want to simply mention and congratulate the 2019-2020 NBA World Champion Los Angeles Lakers, team I've been rooting for since Wilton Jerry. But nice job, guys. You got it done. James, say what you will. Going to 3 cities with teams in total disarray, and in 2 years having them win a title I haven't seen that before.
Was there a basketball game recently?
There was, and you'll never guess what team was playing. Anyway, I just had to give my props to
Harlem
the
Globetrotters.
Lakers.
Nice.
Now, this hat was given to me by someone Lauren knows, my old radio show partner, John Hunneman, who was from the New England area, grew up loving the Celtics, and we had so many great Lakers-Celtic battles. But he gave me this hat 20 years ago on my birthday. And thank you very much, John. That was a wonderful gift. And I took it to son-in-law's house with the grandkids to view Game 5, as though we would make a special presentation when they won the title that night. And we lost Game 5. And I know that this Boston Celtic, he gave it, it's a hex. It came from a Celtic fan, but we got him in Game 6.
There you go.
The ever popular Would You Rather, 2 untangible choices. We got Would You Rather tonight. People come from, okay, what's the penalty if one refuses to make a choice? What's the penalty?
You have to eat a whole pint of ice cream all by yourself.
Ooh.
Haagen-Dazs?
Of course.
Like chocolate peanut butter? All right.
If it's ice cream, it's good.
It's
Ladies and gentlemen, would you rather live in a world with no problems? And it's hard to conceive of, isn't it? Even as close as we are. Can you imagine? No, really, living in harmony?
Imagine there's no heaven.
It's exactly what I thought of. Exactly. So would you rather live in a world with no problems or rule the world?
That's an easy one for me. I don't want to be a ruler. I'd rather just live in a world with no problems. Yeah, because you rule the world. It's like some people need that.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
No.
Doctor, what's your choice, Doctor? So, Lauren, you're going with world with no problems.
Yeah,
Lennon?
I do not want to rule the world.
Okay, and I don't even rule the house I live in, so I would like to see
I just want to rule when I'm the director of a play and everyone treat me like God. There you go.
There you go. She doesn't ask for much. Would you rather have no one show up at your wedding or your funeral?
Would I rather have nobody show up at my wedding, or
would you rather have you have to choose one. Nobody shows up at your wedding, or nobody shows up at your funeral.
Wedding for sure. Wedding.
And there are men that have said they're one and the same. As long as the wife shows up at the wedding, I'd be fine there. But it says no one. Now, does that include me? And do I cheat death by no one showing up at my funeral? Anyway, so not including me. Yeah, nobody's going to be at the funeral anyway. And as long as the wife's there, I'm fine with the wedding. So, yeah.
Speaking of funerals, I'm convinced that the guy that invented the USB port, when he dies, they're going to be lowering his casket down, and they're going to get partway down. They're going to stop. They're going to pick it up and turn it around and put it in there.
Would you rather find true love or $10 million?
Well, you know, if you get $10 million, you can rent love for an hour at a time.
I'm with him.
I'll go for the love.
Aww.
If they're rich. Yeah. Only if they're rich.
Yeah, I would say I have found true love. My current sugar plum is worth more than $10 million to me, honestly. Yeah. So, I think some things are more important than money.
It's just as easy to fall in love with a rich man as a poor man.
Yeah. Is it?
Then you have both.
That's our next book, ladies and gentlemen.
What's the next one?
The next one, would you rather be able to fly or read minds?
Fly.
Ooh.
Fly.
Flying would be so much fun. reading minds could come in handy because, as a man, I cannot do that with a woman right now. So.
But it doesn't take long. You get that look. You know what she's thinking.
What about you, Keith?
Fly. Would you rather be able to speak all languages or talk to animals?
Oh, animals. Because I talk to my animals all the time. And I wish.
Yeah, that's why I'd go
they
with
could
the
talk to-
languages, because I already feel like I can talk to animals.
I think languages.
Yeah,
I think-
I'm an animal lover. I think I would love to see what my animals are thinking. That would be intriguing.
Well, you remember my thing. We want to know what you're thinking? Not really.
Would you rather legally change your last name to Hitler or never eat chocolate again? Got to choose. What's the penalty if she doesn't choose? She's got to eat ice cream. So
Can I have?
choose wisely, grasshopper. Yeah, you change your last
Because
name
then
to
there will
Hitler.
be chocolate in the ice cream.
I love chocolate, but I wouldn't want to be named Hitler. No, so I think I'd give up the chocolate.
Did you ever read the book Look Who's Back?
Sorry, what?
Hitler Coming Back. Look Who's Back. It was a German book translated to English last year, and it was like Hitler, and it became a movie. Keith, you have to watch the film. It is incredibly clever and funny.
Look, Hitler's Back?
No, Look Who's Back.
Oh, Look Who's Back.
And it's about as if Hitler, he wakes up in this year next to a newsstand and sort of starts his whole thing. Oh, you've got to read the book and watch the movie.
Does he wear like orange makeup on his face?
Not quite.
So what were your answers? Hitler or no chocolate?
No chocolate.
No chocolate.
No chocolate.
I would not.
No,
I
like chocolate here and there. So, and since my middle name is already Hitler, not that big a deal if the last name's Hitler too. So that's maybe what I'll go for.
Well, Keith, I gotta apologize. I was just so boring tonight, but next week I'll have more.
We've felt this way so many times, and then wind up with some of the best podcasts when I just edit it out, take a little bit.
Well, you're good at the editing.
He is.
I was joking with George, like he bought this ring for me so that my thing, and he's trying to set up a better situation. Next week I'll be higher. And I said, what are you going to edit it for Keith now too? He goes, well, sure. But anyway, I'm leaving it up to you. You guys would like each other.
Who?
Both of you, actually.
Me and who?
Keithy.
I am Keithy. Who's the other person we're talking about? George?
No, I said you, Loren and Keithy would get along with George really well, I think.
Yes. Already did last week.
Yeah.
He gave me one of these. You gave me we got a thumbs up.
He's a goof.